Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Coast Sports special double episode. Today, we are recapping the Olympics. My name is Levi. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said in the last video, last episode, I apologize. I cannot show actual footage of the Olympics or else I will get copyrighted. So that's unfortunate. But we have a picture, and you guys should just listen. Just listen as a podcast. Listen to it while you're, mowing your lawn or driving to work or anything. We're here to talk about sports. I'm here to talk about sports. And we're talking right now about the Olympics. Boy, has it been fun so far. So the first half of the episode, we talked about specifically United States stories. We talked gymnastics. We talked basketball, men's and women's. We talked a little bit 3-on-3 basketball. We talked about a lot of things. But that was in the first. So if you want to hear the U.S.-centric side of it, go watch the first episode. If you want to hear just more of a general recap, this is what we're doing. I'm gonna just kind of recap what's happened so far. The first thing that starts with is a medal count. We're gonna read off the medal count, and this is. It's constantly fluctuating. Here we go. In first place, with 43 medals, is the United States of America. 9 golds, which is not the most. 18 silvers, that is the most. And 16 bronze medals. In second place is the host country of France. And I continue to wonder. So France right now, 11 gold, 12 silver, 13 bronze, 36 total medals, and they have more golds than the United States. How is France so good at the Olympics? France is not usually this good. I'm about to look this thing up actually because I'm curious. Olympics total medal count. Because France is not usually a powerhouse. Or are they? In the Summer Olympic Games, France is 4th. Okay, France is 4th. Soviet Union, which doesn't exist, is 2nd. Great Britain is 3rd. France is 4th. And combined, they are 5th. They're behind Germany if you include winter. That's interesting. So France is really good. See, I don't think of France as like a powerhouse country because they're not big, but they have competed in a lot of events. They've competed in a lot of events. And then, so in gold medals, France is 5th. In silver medals, France is 4th. And in bronze medals, France is 4th. 4th overall. So I guess that makes sense. But still, they have overperformed even their historical margins this year, and I think part of that is because they are the host country. They've gotten a boost from the crowd. We're gonna talk athletes in a second, and we'll talk about Leon Marchand, obviously, and some of the other people from France who I think have really benefited from the crowd. Third place with 31 medals and leading the way in golds is China. China with 13 golds, 9 silvers, 9 bronze. So China's been very good. Very good all around. 13 golds, they lead the way. 4th place with 27 medals is Great Britain. They have 9 golds, 10 silvers, 8 bronze. Australia is in 5th with 22 medals. 11 golds, 6 silvers, and 5 bronze medals. After that, we got Japan, 18 total medals, 8 golds. So they've been good in the golds. They're kind of lacking. Only 4 silvers and 6 bronze. South Korea, 16 medals, 7 golds, 5 silvers, 4 bronze. Italy with 17 medals, but only the 5 golds. And then the only other country in the double digits, number 10, is Canada. With 11 total medals, they have 3 golds, 2 silvers, and 6 bronze. The Netherlands has 4 golds, but only 3 silvers, 2 bronze, 9 total medals. Nobody else has more than 3 golds. Germany has 2, 7 total. New Zealand also with 2. Romania with 2. Hungary with 2. Hong Kong with 2. Ireland with 2, Croatia 2, and Azerbaijan has 2 gold medals. What in the world is Azerbaijan medaling in? I'm going to guess shooting. Let's see. No, judo. 2 Azerbaijan medals in judo. Good for them. Not a traditional powerhouse. And then we also have a lot of countries with just 1 medal. 51 countries total represented, all the way down to Slovakia, Austria, Egypt, and Portugal, who have 1 bronze each. Anything stands out? India, huge country, only 3 medals, and they're all bronze medals. And they have all come from shooting. They have 3 bronze medals in shooting. The men's 50-meter rifles, the mixed 10-meter air pistol, and the women's 10-meter air pistols. That's interesting. How come India can't win a bunch more medals? They're a huge country. They have the second most people, or maybe the most on the planet. But I guess they just don't have the infrastructure to support the athletics. Greece with 3 bronze, 1 silver, 4 total medals. Spain with 5 medals, only 1 gold. Switzerland with 6 medals. That's kind of impressive to me that Switzerland has 6 medals. What are they getting medals in? They are medaling in BMX racing, rowing, and shooting. Good for Switzerland. Anyways, let's turn it over to the athletes, because the athletes the country's medal counts, it's cool, it's national pride. There are some athletes who've been really good, and leading the way right now is French swimmer Leon Marchand. 4 golds, he's 4 for 4. 4 events, 4 golds. He won the men's 200-meter individual relay, set the Olympic record. He won the men's 200-meter breaststroke, set the Olympic record. He won the men's 200-meter butterfly and set the Olympic record. And then he won the men's 400-meter individual medley and, say it with me, set the Olympic record. He is the new Michael Phelps, and he just broke Michael Phelps' last record. Is he the GOAT of swimming? I had this argument with my dad the other day, and I want you guys to weigh in the comments. So for swimming, and other sports as well, Olympic sports in general, the records are constantly being broken. Every year, they're being broken. They're being broken in 2024, and then eventually Leon Marchand's records will be broken in 2028. So is it better to just say Phelps is the GOAT because he has the most medals, even though none of his records stand anymore? Or is it better to say whoever has the most records at this moment is the current GOAT? Because you say, well, Phelps is the GOAT. It's like, well, is he the GOAT? Because Marchand can go way faster than him. So maybe Phelps isn't the GOAT. I don't know. I think that's a real debate. But either way, Marchand has been incredible. He's been amazing. And with 4 medals, he leads the way. It's cool watching him swim also because the way the crowd gets behind him is really something. Every time, it reminds me of, so I'm a lifeguard. In my free time, I lifeguard. And I do swim meets sometimes. And I watch the swim coaches, and they'll go, every time they're doing breaststrokes, they'll just, go! Then they'll go down. They come up, go! That is what the French crowd is doing for Leon Marchand. It is 5,000 people. Every time his head pops out of water, go! Go! It's so cool to watch. They clearly love the guy. They clearly support the guy immensely. And he is thriving. He said in an interview that has really helped him. Not sure if he necessarily even needs it. But let's look at some of the other athletes who have been doing very well for themselves. With 3 gold medals is Australian swimmer Molly O'Callaghan. She's been good. She got a relay medal for Australia, set an Olympic record. She also won the women's 100-meter. No, she did not. She won the women's 200-meter. She got 4th in the 100-meter freestyle, but then she went and got 1st place and set the Olympic record in the 200-meter. So she's just a little bit better at the distance, and then she also takes gold in the women's 4x100-meter freestyle, just barely edging out the United States. Katie Douglas on that team, who finished with the silver. So good for Molly O'Callaghan. So she's the only other person with three or more gold medals. There's only 2 athletes that have 3 or more gold medals. They're both swimmers. It's Marchand with 4 and it's O'Callaghan with 3. After that, there's a lot of people with a couple of golds. Summer McIntosh out of Canada with 2 golds and a silver. She's been excellent, 17 years old. It makes me feel like I've done nothing with my life watching this 17-year-old girl win 2 gold medals in the Olympics. And I'm 19 and I'm like, what have I done? She's born in 2006. Are you kidding me? These athletes are amazing. I'm constantly impressed, and she looks young too. I mean, she's still in high school and she looks like it. You can tell. She's a phenom. And she almost set a record. She got 2nd place in the women's 200 meters semifinal, so she's going to have a chance for another medal. Currently, her medals are in the 200 meter butterfly, which she set an Olympic record. The 400 meter individual medley, she won gold in that. And then she took silver in the women's 400 meter freestyle. So she's good at butterfly and she's good at freestyle. I guess those are her 2 real main events. I don't think she does breast and back. But that is Summer McIntosh. Really impressive for a 17-year-old to be at the very top of the Olympics right now, tied for 3rd. So she's the only other person with 3 total medals. Oh no, she doesn't have. So she has 3 medals, 2 golds. There's a few others who have 3 medals. Katie Ledecky. She has 3 medals, but only 1 gold. She has 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. She got the gold in the 1500 meter freestyle and set the record. By the way, 20 out of 20. The top 20 times for the women's 1500 meter freestyle. All 20 of them, Katie Ledecky. That's dominance right there. Not a single person has cracked the top 20 in the world all time. She took the silver in the freestyle relay and then the bronze in the women's 400 meter freestyle. She's going to have more opportunities as well. She's going to have more opportunities to continue to grab medals. I believe she's swimming the 800 meters, and I think she is the favorite. She did really well in the heats, so yeah, she likely adds another medal to that. Simone Biles, 2 golds. That's the, of course, women's all-around and the women's team all-around. Also with 2 golds for gymnastics, the only other one is Japan's Shinosuke Oka. Shinosuke Oka, how old is he? He's 20, so he's also very young. He, of course, led Team Japan to the win in the men's team gymnastics competition, and he also took the individual gold for the all-around. Australian canoeist Jessica Fox. She has 2 gold medals. I'm intrigued to see. So she got the C1 slalom and the K1 canoe slalom. What is the difference? That's my question. This woman is 30, and it's her second gold medal actually for Australia. So she's been very good. So 2 of those 11 Australian gold medals has been canoe slalom. And here's my question: is what's the difference between C1 and K1? We're gonna look this up. We're gonna look this up in a second. Get back to you. I'm going to pause this and... Alright, so I guess it is C1 means 1-person canoe. K1 means a 1-person kayak. So she does both canoe and kayak and 1 gold at both. How about that? That's impressive. Jessica Fox. Any other athletes worth noting? I'm sure there are. I don't want to miss people, you know. A U.S. fencer with 2 golds, Lee Kiefer. That's not something you see very often. She took the individual foil and the team foil. Yeah, U.S. women's fencing team. That's not something you often see. And that's pretty much all of the really notable multi-medalists in the Olympics. I mean, there's others. There are others with multiple medals. There's so many athletes who have medaled, which is super cool to me. But yeah, not a whole other notable multi-medalists. From the U.S., we can talk about Tori Husk, a swimmer who has three medals, 2 silvers and a gold. So she took gold in the women's butterfly, silver in the freestyle swimming, and then silver in the freestyle relay. So let's see, 9 golds for the U.S. so far. So it's 2 for fencing. Ledecky has 1 for swimming, and so does Husk. That's 4. And so does the women's rugby, and so does. Let's see. I'm trying to think. All these medals here. I feel like we have more than 9. Do we not have more than 9? I don't know. So here's our medals right here. I'm going to read all of the U.S. medals off to you. Gold medals in women's individual all around, Simone. Women's artistic team all around, which is also Simone. And others. 2 in fencing. Men's rowing. And then we have golds in the freestyle relay, women's 100-meter butterfly, women's 1,500-meter freestyle, women's 200-meter breaststroke. That's 9. So I guess did the U.S. rugby, the women's rugby sevens team must not have won the gold. They didn't. They won bronze. So I was under the impression that they had won gold. That is funny. They beat Australia in the bronze medal match. New Zealand took the gold there. Still cool that we have 9 gold medals. And we have some medals and things that you wouldn't think. Like equestrian, a silver medal in equestrian. I would not have guessed the U.S. would win a silver medal in equestrian. But it makes sense. I mean, this is the team that has the most athletes out of any country. The most athletes, the most events out of any country. We should win the most medals. We should. And we're going to. Anything else that is notable to talk about right now, or else we're going to end this video, and then we'll have so much more coverage tomorrow and throughout the rest of the weekend and next week. And after the Olympics, we'll have more Paralympic stuff. I'm really excited to dive into the Olympics. I love the Olympics. I've been on a really, really crazy work schedule for the past 2 weeks, so I've been kind of missing in action from the YouTube game, but I'm back with a vengeance. So with that all being said, thank you so much for watching Coast to Coast Sports. Thank you so much for listening to Coast to Coast Sports. We will see you guys in the next one.